All right, guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna be talking about my two little, well, not little, Redmaxx purchase here and why I got them. So the reason why I bought a couple Redmaxx things the other day was just to have a different brand, to try something new, and then mainly right now at my location, I'm sure it's similar around the country right now, it's really hard to get parts for Echo, like tubes, the basic stuff like air filters, fuel filters, spark plugs. That's pretty common stuff, but just general parts, just little things that can break every now and then that are slow coming for Echo. For example, my newer 9010 actually, the elbow tube has been out. It just got so like weirdly shaped due to how I have to have the tubes on there. It just got so bad to where it was like losing the CFM and whatnot because like the tube was bent and whatnot. So that one's probably going to be out for a month or two. It's already been out for over a month right now because the tube is on back order. And it was weird. That was the only blower that's done that. This one's been fine. This one's been fine. It's just the tube's kind of stuck right there at the moment. Not anymore because I'm filming a YouTube video and it all, works handy dandy now that I'm filming. But you know what I mean, just parts like tubes or, general stuff. Not that these have been breaking down or anything, but just in case something does happen, they don't get a part. Redmaxx is really good on getting parts right now. So, if for some reason any of these go down the rest of the season, I'll still have a good weed eater and a good blower. And I did have to get the hip throttle. They did not have the tube throttle, but it's something new. It's something to get used to. It's not terrible. You can't really mow and blow on it. It's kind of hard to do that. You gotta either have it running full throttle or whatever throttle you want it at, and then use the mower to, do it. You can't just have it controlled all by one hand. You can't control the blower with one hand and then control the mower with one hand like I do with the 9010s and stuff. But I do have an older RedMaxx blower. If you watch the part 2 equipment tour, it was my first backpack blower, is a RedMaxx 7500. It's been a really good blower, but no issues with it other than a coil that was bad when I first got it, but it's just set back coils that got into those things. It's not, uncommon for that to happen sometimes, but would I buy another one of these? Maybe. But I will say, if I had to choose between one of the two, I'd still go with my Echo. The Echo blows this thing out of the park still. I mean, I can tell the difference between this and the RedMaxx 7500. There's definitely a big difference between the two, but also there's a big difference between that Echo 9010 and that RedMaxx 8560. It may be hard to tell, but this tube is smaller than the Echo's. The nozzle's also coned out towards the end. It's still a pretty powerful blower, but I'd say this thing has maybe 70 or 80% of the power that 9010 has. It's just insane what that thing can do compared to this. They got nothing on Echo blowers, man. Like, Echo is still blowing them out of the ballpark with this 9010. And believe it or not, these are the same price. So if you had to get one, they have both there. Do yourself the favor and get the 9010. I did have a few people comment about the tubes on the 9010. And I get where it's saying that they are weird, like how they bend like that. This wasn't doing it for a while, but now that it's been on the rack more, it's starting to do it. I don't know why. It may just be, like I said, like the defective tubes or whatever, but it is what it is, you know. I can probably figure something out to fix it. I mean, it's only doing that because the racks, you have to bend that tube for it to stay like that in order to get the mower off and everything. So I may just figure something else out to do, or for the tube and whatnot. But anyway, those are the blowers. Like I said, these are really good blowers. It's just, you know, I've been using Echo basically since I started. And, you know, just, it's a good blower, but power-wise and comfortability-wise, or how comfortable they are, comfortability, I don't even think it's a word. But this thing is just more powerful, more comfortable. You got the fan putting air on your back too, because of the slits and the backing. And this is a little bit heavier than the RedMax. I do like that this one's a little lighter, but at the end of the day, that thing's gonna be blowing way better than this thing. Fuel hungry wise, they're about the same. I think they have the same motors on them, honestly. They sound the exact same, they look the exact same. I just think, honestly, the Echo has a bigger fan in it, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just do yourself a favor and get the Echo. This is not a bad backup. It's just, like I said, power-wise, that Echo's way better. I mean, this will do fine for grass. I just like having the extra power for when I'm mowing. You know, when I'm doing like corner lots or something, or just a lot of yards, I can get on that mower and have it blow the street off, and I can have that blower blow the sidewalk off and just do everything in one swoop, you know, as long as it's not a bi-weekly, because then I usually gotta do them one at a time, the street and the sidewalk, but you know what I mean. So yeah. Moving on to the weed eater. This isn't a bad weed eater. It actually kind of feels a little bit heavier than the Echo to me. It may be the same weight on paper, I don't know. I don't like this trigger, how it's not full, because it can get hung on stuff. Like the Echo's, it's full, you're not getting hung on anything. This one you can get hung on stuff and it break and bend and whatever. The push button I like a bit better, because like the Echoes, it's clear. Like this is a newer 3020T, and they kind of got the stop in there. So like me, I know how to run it and everything, but like if I let one of my buddies run it or something when they're borrowing my stuff, every once in a while, or eventually when I get like a helper or something, or like when my dad borrows this every once in a while. Any of these, like this one, this 4th and X, it's got a stop like written on there. So common thing with people that never really run these often is they'll be pulling the crap out of this thing, calling this thing a piece of crap or whatever, and then they realize the on switch is off and they get frustrated. That's been me a few times when I was starting out, but you know, if I ever get employees and they're new to running stuff, I like how the RedMax is clear, up is run, there is stop. I like that. It just feels a lot, you know, better, I guess. But anyway, still very good weed eater. Still it's a little cold natured right now, maybe just because it's breaking in. I'll probably have to adjust the idle screw, because it is hard to start right now. Like it'll crank over, but it just won't keep. it won't idle. A lot of time you have to give it gas. I had to do the same thing to this 3020T. I did just idle screw a little bit, but yeah. And this one is a, just FYI, 3060 TS. So it's basically the equivalent to the 3020T. And so far I like it. It's just, like I said, I'm not a fan of this trigger here. It's a little, it feels wobbly, one, and it's just like, two, you can get stuff hung on that. Like the Echo, it's a little bit wobbly, but I mean, you're not gonna get stuff hung on it and break it or whatnot. Fuel tank's a decent size. I think the Echo's is larger, but this one's a lot quieter in my opinion too. Not that it's really an issue. These both sound good to me. Not that that should really be a buying decision, but both of them sound great. This one's a bit quieter. That one's a bit more rowdy. But yeah, that's what I think on that. Got an Echo speed feed head on there, and whatnot. Another thing too, I like this handle and I don't like this handle. It's stiff. It's not like, that one's not a good example. Like this, shoot. It's sort of like this one. This one's a little bit more bendy. I like that and I don't like that. It just depends on the scenario, but I don't like how this one doesn't, like, the handle doesn't come down a little bit far like this one does. Like you got a good edge and grip there. And you might notice the Darwin grip isn't on this anymore. This piece broke right here, so I just kind of tightened down. I don't know if I'm gonna get a new one. I wasn't really happy with it. I know some guys will swear on them. I think I may have swore on them in the video I was showing it because I did like it at the beginning, but then it would always get loose. And I did put thread locker on it. It just always get loose. And then it just finally broke. And I just, when you're just regular weeding, not edging, it's fine. But when you're edging, it just sort of gets in the way. I have seen guys, like, they'll turn this upside down and then they'll have the Darwin grip for when they're just trimming, and then they'll flip it around and have that upside down for when they're edging and whatnot. I haven't tried that before, but at the end of the day, I mean, I can get by just using them regular, and I mean, they're $60 a pop, those Darwin grips. I don't think, to me, and I'm a tall dude, I don't think to me it's worth it unless you just really got back issues. I may look at it again just for my future self, maybe cursing at me for not getting it and my back's all screwed up, which I'm sure it already is. But I may try it again, I may not, I haven't decided. $60 is better spent somewhere else, maybe like on a tank of gas for my truck. But yeah, that's just a review on those two things. Real quick, just to get another video out there for y'all and to let y'all know what's going on. I got a few other video ideas. I did purchase like an auger for some work. I'm still trying to find and get the time to do a video of this Z3 out mowing and mowing with some of the other mowers. Get some mowing videos out there for y'all. It's just been, even with the lack of mowing, I've been picking up landscaping work like crazy. I'm just trying to get as much money as possible to save up for stuff for next season. So I'm just keeping busy. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hopefully I'll get one out to y'all soon. In the meantime, take it easy. Keep hustling out there and just stay cool too, because I know the heat wave is still out there. Hopefully it's cool enough for some of y'all guys. Anyway, take it easy, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.